Hi, thanks for joining me again. Let me get the fine print legal disclaimer out of the way first. This is not legal advice. I can't give you legal advice. This column is simply my personal observations made during my more than 20 years of providing legal advice to various companies. Okay, today I'm going to discuss the differences between hiring independent contractors and hiring employees. I'm going to start by asking you a simple question. Would you rather hire an employee to work for you and worry about paying their workers' comp premiums, unemployment and payroll taxes, medical benefits, and properly calculating their overtime? Or would you prefer to simply hire an independent contractor and pay them for the work that they do? The answer is obvious, of course. Hiring an independent contractor is much easier than hiring an employee. Unfortunately, that practice can land you in a lot of hot water. This topic is getting a lot of attention right now. The IRS, Department of Labor, and many state agencies are taking aim at businesses who claim they're hiring independent contractors. Those agencies are looking to enforce a litany of civil and even criminal penalties that can apply if a worker is misclassified as an independent contractor instead of an employee. Why are they doing this? Because they want your payroll taxes and unemployment insurance taxes. And it's not just government agencies that can cause trouble. The allegedly misclassified employee themselves have also successfully sued their employers and recovered monetary damages for unpaid overtime, health benefits, wrongful termination, discrimination, retirement benefits, and workers' compensation benefits. So how do you distinguish between an independent contractor and an employee? The IRS has published a marginally helpful 20-point test that you can easily Google. Additionally, individual states have other factors developed in their case law or their state statutes. But most of the factors tend to hinge on the degree of control that you exercise over the worker. More control over the worker increases the likelihood that the worker would be classified as an employee. Less control increases the likelihood that a worker could be classified as an independent contractor. So what qualities distinguish a worker from a contractor? Contractors advertise their services to others and have their own business cards. They carry their own insurance, including workers' compensation insurance. They may have their own employees working for them. They may be incorporated or have a formal DBA. Additionally, contractors don't work under your advice. They know how to perform a job. They have their own tools, and they suffer the monetary consequences of their own poor or bad business decisions. The important thing you need to know from our discussion today is that you need to be able to defend yourself in case you're audited by the IRS or challenged on the issue of whether you have properly hired someone as an independent contractor. Therefore, consider making the following changes in your relationship with the individual working for you in order to help tip the balance in your favor. First, have an independent contractor agreement. The agreement alone won't be determinative, but it can help. Additionally, consider requiring your independent contractor to carry their own insurance and incorporate. If you were to contractually hire a company instead of a person, you would have a pretty strong argument that you're hiring an independent contractor. Incorporating does not cost much money, and a person can do it online fairly quickly. Next, if possible, don't insist the contractor perform the work at your place of business or conform to any particular time schedule. They should come with their own tools for the job. Also, contractors work for other people, not just you, so they typically work under deadlines, not tightly controlled business hours. And since they get paid by the job, they don't get paid if their work doesn't pass muster. This is a difficult area of the law, and as always, I recommend that you consult your friendly employment lawyer or tax advisor if you have any specific questions. Thanks again for joining me, and be sure to check out my article in Lab Perspectives magazine.